Hey y'all, Rick Sky here, back again with another video. Now within this video I want to ask a question that a lot of people have asked, and actually the internet is pretty much on fire right now because of this topic. Do you think that electric vehicles, EVs, do you think that electric vehicles will ever replace fuel-powered vehicles? And share your comments below. Again, I'm just going to share my opinions within this video, and I want y'all to tell me what you think. So I think there's a lot of room for opportunity for electric vehicles. My fear is that they're going to try to figure out some way to tax the sun. The sun that's up there in the sky, that people that have solar, they can harness the solar energy and power things. They can charge electric vehicles, they can power homes, they can power a lot of stuff. But the shift, if we do see this shift and it's massively adopted, the shift from gasoline-powered vehicles to electric vehicles, it scares me because there's a lot of things that could happen with that. When you're dealing with when you're dealing with traditional vehicles, obviously they use fuel. What if electric vehicles become mainstream? My fear is that it's going to drive up electricity costs. And that's not only going to affect the, I wouldn't call it, well, I guess it would be miles per, it wouldn't be miles per gallon, it would be miles per whatever, equation they want to use there for the miles per kilowatt or whatever. I don't know how they measure the gas mileage of a, there's no gas, but how they measure the mileage of an EV, of an electric vehicle. So, right now, it may seem like a good idea because the electricity prices haven't gone too terribly crazy. But, I don't know, and that's why I'm posting this video. Electric vehicles, when they first came out, the offerings were very limited. And everybody's got their own car preferences, cosmetically what they think makes a car look good. Personally, even when they were less expensive, I've never been a fan of the Tesla design. And I know a lot of people are. Now, the interiors look awesome. I'm not going to dispute that. But I've never been a fan of the exterior styling of the Tesla. Now we're seeing a lot of brands that are releasing electronic vehicles. We're going to have, there's Audis, there's BMWs, Mercedes. At the time of filming this video, they're making a big deal about their EV. Pretty much every brand. You got Volkswagen. Volkswagen's got, what is it, the ID4, and they've got the Volkswagen bus coming, which I'm interested in that bus. I think that looks cool. But are these vehicles, are they going to replace gas-powered vehicles? And should they? And see, that's what we don't know. Well, you may know, and that's why I want you to comment down below, man. But let's say hypothetically that gasoline vehicles were no longer manufactured and the only option you had was to purchase an EV, an electric vehicle. Well, what's that going to do to the gas pumps? All these gas stations throughout the country, sure, there's going to be people that are still going to have gasoline-powered vehicles that are potentially going to have hundreds of thousands of miles on them. But what happens if there's no new gasoline-powered vehicles to purchase after their gasoline-powered vehicle dies? What if service shops stop servicing gasoline-powered vehicles? This is taking it to an extreme here. But if that happened, then these gas stations on every corner, or almost every corner, they're going to be like, well, they're not going to have the customer base because those customers aren't going to be putting gas in an electric vehicle. So it begs a question here, will electric vehicles become mass adopted? I think they're cool. But again, my fear is that it's going to drive up electricity costs. And I may be wrong. And, again, how is the government going to tax the use of the sun, which has been historically free? In a perfect world, you could build a solar array with some batteries. And you could trickle charge those batteries using the solar panels during the sun, during the day. And then you could charge your electric vehicle at night using the batteries, and then the next day the solar panels would charge those batteries again, repeat. So that would be potentially, except for the cost of the vehicle and the cost of the off-the-grid solar solution, that would potentially be a way to get free gas for your electric vehicle. It doesn't use gas, it uses electricity. But if you could use the sun to capture that electricity, store it in the batteries, charge your EV, on paper, in theory, that sounds good. But again, it's scary to think because, right now looking at EVs, everything's gone up. Food, standard gas-powered vehicles. Beer, I got this beer, I got a discount because it was a for sale beer. But it's harder to find a deal on anything. So you're looking at electric vehicles, EVs, the prices have already gone through the roof. And it makes the value proposition of purchasing an EV very, very hard to digest. But maybe that'll change. It's a situation now where at least, that virus that came in a while back, that's gone away, thankfully. And, a lot of things are changing. So hopefully we'll see the economy start to recover. At least by 2024, hopefully we'll start to see the economy recover. So it's hard to say, though, will electric vehicles replace gas-powered vehicles? I don't know. I think they're cool, but it scares me, because if electricity costs go up because of mass adoption of electric vehicles, well, guess what? Electricity powers most homes. So, that could create a heightened demand for solar solutions for home. But if the government figures out how to tax the use of the free sun in the sky, then a solar solution wouldn't be an alternative to spiking electricity cost. So, it's a sticky situation. There's more to it than, oh, should I put gas in my vehicle or should I charge it with electricity? It's not just a purchase decision. It's not that. There's more to it than that, in my opinion. Now, granted, I like the idea of an electric vehicle because, it's something that it eliminates the need for gas. Gas is getting more and more expensive. Gas is a thing that's found in the earth, and they've got to drill it out, man. They got to get that gas out of the ground. So there's a limited supply of gas. And obviously there's a limited supply of solar energy too, because, when the sun, when it finally explodes or whatever, there won't be solar energy anymore. So, it's a sticky situation, man. Because if the sun blows up and you've already, so if they use up all the gas that's in the earth and then the sun blows up, well, what's the earth going to do? Probably everybody just die. Kind of like the dinosaurs did when that meteor hit the earth. So, it's a tough thing. Do you think that electric vehicles, EVs, do you think that electric vehicles will replace gas-powered vehicles, and why? Comment below. I'm here sharing my opinion. I'm here expressing my concern. I like the idea of an electric vehicle on paper. It's cool. You could crank up an electric vehicle if it's in your garage. You can't do that with a gas-powered vehicle because of carbon monoxide. There's a lot of things you can do with an electric vehicle, and likewise, there's a lot of things you can do with a gas-powered vehicle that you couldn't do with an electric vehicle. So a gas-powered vehicle, you could run it, and there's a lot of trucks on the market that have this capability. You could run that vehicle, that gas-powered vehicle, and use it as a generator to power other things. So, it's... And if there's mass adoption of electric vehicle, maybe there will be improvement to the solar panel technology. If they could come out with solar panels that capture more energy, something that the entire roof, the entire body of that electric vehicle could be, just encased with solar panels that are super efficient. What if there was a car that could recharge itself so efficiently that it never had to be charged recharged at a standard, wall outlet or whatever. I mean, there's things to think about here. So I just want to get the comments going. Comment below. Tell me what you think. Do you think that EVs, electric vehicles, do you think that electric vehicles will replace gas-powered vehicles? Comment down below and be sure to subscribe. And when you do, ring that bell icon to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Captain Irix Guy here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/Irix Guy. And ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.